video. I've just totally embarrassed myself on TikTok again. It's You Can Call Me Out by Paul Simon in the background, because, you know, I love embarrassing myself. Happy Samhain month to everybody. We have moved deck. We are back on the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. My beautiful Leoians, we are on Monday and Tuesday. I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but if Al's where you want to be, then let's go. Page of Presents, the Page of Pentacles is going to get nice and grounded in. High-pitched ringing in your right ear. Your manifestations are coming towards you. Get ready for them. He is the Page of the Manifestors. Again, I feel like I really need to dig deep. I need to get very goal-orientated over the next 48 hours just to keep me on track of where I'm going. Again, he is a message bringer, though, so keep your ears wide open. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It's almost like... it's almost a little bit like the bestie of the besties is going to go, I love that idea. I'm having a conversation and I've gone, oh, I won't mind doing that. And they've gone, that's an amazing idea, but how do you turn that idea into an actionable process? Self-employment. Are we looking at a potential business? Can't suddenly shake that off. Bit of self-employment. How do I turn that idea into an actual business? But I'm actually talking to somebody about it. Does that make sense? I'm not overthinking things. I'm not going to overthink. Business is hard. Self-employment is very difficult. But I'm not going to overthink it. The challenge will be you to get out of your own head inside the Five of Candles, the Five of Wands. I'm not going to let frustration take over. That sort of... I haven't quite worked it all out. It's almost like... my message bringer is asking me 1,001 questions. Well, how would you do it? And have you thought about this? And have you thought about that? And I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed all of a sudden. Feeling a little bit overwhelmed and I'm feeling a little frustrated of, I wish I'd never said anything. Does that make sense? Wish I hadn't have told you, because you're now giving me 1,001 other things that I could be thinking about and negative Nelly's already running on. I almost feel a little bit too head full to even think about half of what you've just talked about. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Needles, feeling frustrated, feeling that loss of faith. Feel really trapped. I feel like nothing ever pans out for me. I'm going to really overthink absolutely everything, and then I'm going to be left on my own. Almost that kind of, you give me so much to think about. When the reality is I was just kind of throwing it out there. Almost like, not quite flippant comment. I can't describe how I feel. I can't describe how I feel other than I wish I'd never said anything. When the reality is they are helpful. They are trying to help. It's almost like I'm not in a good place mentally to deal with all of the questions, and you're going to give me 9 million things to think about, which now I'm going to be up all night long thinking about things, when the reality is I was just sort of throwing it out there and what do you think? I wasn't really asking for your opinion. Does that make sense? Because now I feel even more lonely, because now I don't feel like I can reach out for any help. Does that make sense? This mountain, Queen of Candles, Queen of Wands, I'm going to have that self-confidence and that real self-esteem boost to go, right, that is a big mountain. But it's almost like a huge chunk of that mountain is going to be finding that headspace first. To go, I'm listening to everything that you're saying, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sensible and I'm going to write it all down, and I will think about it when I've cleared some headspace. I feel really foggy. Go on, we've got nothing in common. Breakfast at Tiffany's, deep blue something. I'm thinking far too deeply. My head is, the plate is already full, and now I just feel that I can't even possibly see a way forward, because it never works out for me anyway. But business is difficult because it's leading you to everything that you ever wanted. Whatever the idea is, I really do want you to say it out loud and get someone else's opinion with pen and paper in hand. So you can take the conversation as it stands today. Can't shake off that self-employment vibe. Can't shake it off. I'm going to write it all down so that I know 24 hours from now, 48 hours from now, I can look back over that conversation with a clearer head and go, right, I totally know what I'm doing now. Because it's almost like, because I've already written 90% of it down. The plan is literally on that paper. I've just got to unpick it. Does that make sense? But I've got to clear my head first, leading you to everything that you ever wanted. Money, this spiritual guidance, there's a lot of karma inside of the card, but it's everything. Again, a real world that you can really reach out and grab a hold of. Really overhand time, my heart's yours, massive. Get out your own head, start writing everything down. My heart's yours, big one, you guys take care.